You're welcome back. You're still watching Business Incorporated on Channels Television. Now, the price of aluminium, which is a metal used in manufacturing of cans, roofing sheets, and airplane parts, has spiked over 24% in the last 6 months and is currently trading at $3,021 a metric ton, gradually closing in on a decade high. Factors driving this include the ongoing tensions between Russia and Ukraine, given that Russia is one of the largest exporters of aluminium in the world. Concerns are mounting that prices are set to rise even further. Are these fears unwarranted? We have Longi Dafour, financial derivative analyst, joining us now to share his thoughts with us. Hello, Longi. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Thank you.
So higher than normal energy costs have made smelting of aluminium costs inefficient and are leading to plant closures in China, Europe, and some other parts of the world. How do we see this supply and the price of aluminium in the nearest future? Where do we see it heading to?
Right. So, like you rightly said, aluminium is an incredibly energy-intensive metal to produce. So much so that it's in fact referred to as congealed electricity, because of how much electricity or energy it takes to produce it. Now, regards to where aluminium prices are likely to go in the near term, the big defining factor, like you've already said, is what's happening in Russia, Ukraine. Now, Russia accounts for about 1/10 of global aluminium exports. That's in the direct sense. So, possible sanctions on Russian exports, an embargo placed on their exports, or if Russia themselves decided to cut exports, that would greatly affect global aluminium prices and push prices upwards. Now, in the indirect sense, as we know, Russia is also one of the largest exporters of crude oil and gas in the world. Now, like we've rightfully already said, aluminium takes a lot of energy, and global energy prices Brent crude currently trading at close to $90 per barrel. So the higher energy prices go, we're more than likely going to see this translate into cost in aluminium production, which is what is affecting current aluminium smelters around the world. China, Europe, and so on, we've been seeing a lot of plants getting closed down because of high energy costs. Now, it remains to see exactly what might play out in Russia. So, but yeah, that's poised to be the main defining factor in where energy prices go in the near term, and of course, aluminium prices.
And aluminium currently accounts for about 1.1 billion tons of carbon emissions, making it a very large source of environmental pollution. Is there a way to balance the usefulness of aluminium and these pollution factors that comes with it?
Yeah, so presently what we are currently seeing is China, for instance, which is one of the largest producers of aluminium in the world, is actively trying to cut down on their carbon emissions. Now, to give some context, that 1.1 billion tons, which aluminium accounts for, is equivalent to the total carbon emissions of France and Germany combined. It's quite huge. So given the fact that aluminium is such an in-demand commodity or metal, the second highest metal in demand after iron globally, it wouldn't be, it's not really possible to say that we might see a decline in aluminium production in order to meet carbon emissions. What we are more than likely going to see is global powerhouses and global aluminium producers and so on, more so regulating the aluminium production in order to meet set guidelines for aluminium production and so going on.
So when we look at this environmental challenge and the other factors with Russia and all that, where do we see, what's the outlook for the prices in the nearest future?
Yeah, so outlook for prices in the near term, like we said, it's going to come down more than likely to how it plays out in Russia and, of course, supply chain issues. So presently, there's congestion at Chinese ports. And like we've already said, China is one of the major, it's in fact the largest exporter of aluminium globally. So the airport congestions that we are currently seeing are feeding into supply chain issues, which are, of course, weighing on global aluminium prices. So the sooner these supply chain issues get worked out and the sooner tensions between Russia and Ukraine dim, we are more than likely going to see aluminium prices follow the same trend, either dim or rise with these issues.
All right, Longi, thank you so much for sharing your thoughts with us. We'll certainly follow what's happening in Russia, Ukraine, and see how it affects the price of aluminium. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you.